The objective in this video would be to save you a bit of time when it comes to preparing your Amazon interview, and why not to maybe help you get back on track, because some of you would overestimate the importance of several items I'm going to mention next. The first one here would be knowing the questions in advance in Amazon interviews does not correlate with success in Amazon interviews. So I've been trialing this even before Amazon started sharing their interview questions with candidates. And I know it does not work this way. So you would rather want to look somewhere else, that is towards your story bank or building listening skills, but knowing the questions in advance in behavioral interviews is not key to success. Okay. Second thing I like to talk about here is the setup, the background, the camera quality. All these things are just cosmetics. They simply do not correlate. They don't influence interview outcomes. What could influence your interview outcome would be if your line drops, if your internet connection doesn't work, or if your sound is terrible. So if you're unintelligible, it goes without saying you cannot pass interviews. Okay, but when it comes to the background, or going with a 4K webcam, these things do not matter. Okay, number 3 here, motivational type of speech, or building a motivational elevator pitch, for instance. I've had a number of candidates who pitched it this way, but I was never able to correlate this type of motivational interviewing or motivation, people trying to impress in Amazon interviews. These things don't work. And just maybe a side note here, even if you reward your answers with AI, that will play against you, right? I've mentioned this quite a few times, so I won't insist on that right now. Number 4, what does not connect at all well with success in Amazon interviews is if you hurry, if you quickly answer interview questions. And the reason why I'm saying this is because many of you try to hurry up and give an answer on the spot, try to, add a bit of punch to sound a bit more convincing if you want. But this actually plays against you, because by hurrying up, you don't get a chance to choose the best possible story you'd want to use for an interview, or even worse, you shoot yourself in the foot with some wrong answer, right? Because you didn't understand the question, right? So on the same topic, trying to look over positive or cheesy, it doesn't really work. But this is also on the impression side. Number 5, learning Amazon's leadership principles by heart, or even by heart, does not correlate with success in Amazon interviews. What does correlate is if you thoroughly prepare the Amazon interview, even on the leadership principles, and you prepare 2-3 stories for each of the leadership principles, yes, but that's the longest possible way you could prepare an Amazon interview. And yes, that does correlate with interview success, but knowing the principles in of itself is not a winning strategy for Amazon interviews. And many people I coach who want to transition from Amazon tell me, then I didn't really know about Amazon's leadership principles until I got here. Okay, so you should know, maybe, because that's also maybe a time-consuming thing for many candidates who go in these interviews for the first time. Number 6 here, there isn't any specific length of interview answers that connect with interview success at Amazon or anywhere else for that purpose. And the simple explanation for this is because you simply answer questions differently based on your strength, based on what you want to sell in yourself, based on how many words you would need to communicate the idea you want to transmit, and oftentimes based on how the interviewer is guiding you throughout the process. They can go on the lines of, hey, can you be more to the point, or could you explain more? They prefer longer or shorter answers. I've heard variations from 20 seconds to 15 minutes. So it's perfectly possible. Don't really stick to any specific length in your answers. Use common sense. That's the best advice I have for you on this one. And last but not least, some candidates prefer to redo their CV for the purpose of a final interview round with Amazon, on the purpose that their CV looks better, they increase their chance to success. Again, it's a bit of a trick that you're playing to yourself, that instead of using your time for other activities, you would be looking to revise your CV. So this as well does not connect really well with interview success at Amazon. So there you go. These would be my points. Hopefully I help you to save a bit of time and get you on the right track to pass Amazon interviews. I hope you found this useful, and thank you very much for watching.